Hey guys, it's Phantom here, and in today's video, I am going to be going over the best aspects of the worlds that I hate the most inside of this game. So this is pretty much just a video of me trying to look on the bright side of worlds that I hate, such as like Azteca, Celestia, etc. And I posted a video that was kind of in this same format a little while ago. I believe it was called Certain Aspects of Worlds That I Dislike, where I went over aspects that I disliked about just certain worlds inside of this game. Now I'm going to be going over the best aspects of worlds that I hate inside of this game. So anyways, I hope that does make sense, but without further ado, let us get into the first one. So coming up first on the list is going to be the nostalgia of Krokotopia. So when I came to Krokotopia today in preparation for this video to try to find something about the hated world, in my opinion, of Krokotopia, I pretty much was overwhelmed by the nostalgia factor that I pretty much felt, upon entering the world, and that same nostalgia factor, I can say, is a very, very good thing that Krokotopia has going for it, because what it does is it contributes to kind of me looking at Krokotopia through like rose-tinted glasses and making me think in my head that it's actually a better world than it really is. And I'm sorry guys to all those Krokotopia lovers out there, but this is by no means a good world. The appearance is extremely outdated. The story is not very fleshed out at all, with with us kind of failing to accomplish the goal that was set out for us when we went here. A lot of it just does not work for me, okay, but the one thing that Krokotopia does have going for it, and I'm trying to be more positive in this video and looking on the brighter side of things, Krokotopia's nostalgia is absolutely amazing, and pretty much this was as a result of it just being the second world in the first arc. As like kids, when we were playing the game for the first time, of course, the first couple worlds that we're going to experience, provided that we do actually buy that membership, is going to be Wizard City, and then immediately after it, you're going to go to Krokotopia. So really, from kind of the start of you playing this game, that nostalgia is instilled within you, and since it was so long ago, just like over time, it, I guess, just amalgamates into what it is today, which is just something very, very powerful that can, tint your memories of the world and make you think that it is a better world than it actually is. But regardless, the nostalgia factor of Krokotopia does make the world, I guess, just worth it, in my opinion, just to play through it for the nostalgia, and overall just makes the world a lot more fun to play in. Coming up next on the best aspects of hated worlds list is going to be Celestia's music. One of the best things about Celestia that I can definitively say is one thing that I actually look forward to whenever I am to begin questing here. Now, you guys know I don't really like Celestia as a world. I don't think the story is very good. The appearance is lacking. Kind of similar to Krokotopia in many ways. And overall, I just don't think it is a very good world. And how it starts off the second arc, I don't think it kind of gets into the plot fast enough, because that only happens at like the end of the world or something. Anyways, this is not a story rant. Today, we are going to be talking about Celestia's amazing music, and why it is definitely one of the best aspects that Celestia actually has. So, I mean, let me just, like, turn it up for you right now. Like, I just love the sort of, I don't even know what to call it, but kind of spacey, aquatic theme of the music, I suppose, that, of course, goes with the spacey, aquatic theme of Celestia. Like, just take a listen, man, take a listen. It's honestly some pretty epic music for a not-so-epic world, but at least, it kind of makes you feel, I guess, a little bit more epic when you're questing throughout the world, if that makes sense, and kind of, like, inspires you to get through the quests, get to Morganth at the end. So, in that sort of retrospect, questing through Celestia can be definitely fun, but the music is seriously, like, one of the only good things about, questing through this world, or the world in general, I suppose. Like, it is just one of the best aspects. What can I say? Let's see, where else can I go? I suppose, for decent music here? Maybe the Floating Land. I think the Floating Land has some decent music in Celestia. What's up, Daniel Hart? Anyways, though, I just kind of want to show this off. I kind of want to show off a few areas just to show you guys, like, how good the music really is. Here, let me just turn it up here. Yeah, dude, just look at this. Like, that's just awesome. Like, you got some sort of tribal chant going on in the background of, like, or, like, playing over the actual, like, Islander music, I suppose. That's just, it just makes for a good experience. It just makes for a good experience. It makes for good music that is properly composed for the theme of this world, if that makes sense. So anyways, though, that is going to be it for Celestia's music. Let us move on to the best aspect of the next hated world. Coming up next is going to be the world of Zafaria, and its best aspect is definitely going to be, it's going to be actually a combination of two aspects. The first one is going to be the fact that the story actually finally fleshes Morganth out as like a decent villain. And then the second factor that contributes to its best aspect is most definitely going to be its appearance. I very much like the appearance of Zafaria. I think it is definitely one of the best in the middle to later worlds. I am a very, very big fan of the tribal aspect that takes place in the savannah. I think it is very, very cool, and it pretty much has the best sunsets in the game. Now, onto the kind of arguably more important thing, though. Oh, and by the way, you guys know I don't like Zafaria as a world. It pretty much just comes down to its quests and the sheer amount of defeat and collect quests. I just don't really enjoy it. I don't think that's very fun. So there's my justification for not liking the world and why it is one of the most hated, in my opinion. But the one thing that Zafaria really does right, though, the one thing that it really does right is in its story and how Morganth like actually starts to feel like a bit of a threat. Because, you know, one of my main problems with Celestia that I had mentioned in the previous clip was that it took way too long to actually get into the thick of it in the plot, in that we didn't actually end up like seeing Morganth until the Chancel, which is one of the very, very last dungeons in Celestia. And up until then, I mean, we were kind of confused on our reasons for actually coming to the world. But in Zafaria, when we come here, there is actually a clear purpose. There is a defined reason why we are going to Zafaria, and I just overall feel glad to be here. I feel like there is a point to all this. I feel kind of satisfied, I suppose, with our coming to this world, and I see that there is actually a reason for us doing so, which definitely contributes to me enjoying the world a lot more. But of course, it is definitely not enough, even though it has some good aspects, as I outlined, to make up for, you know, its very, very painful questline that will always hold a place in my heart and make this one of my most hated worlds. So I'm sorry about that. Coming up next is going to be Chrysalis's storyline. Now, even though I personally like the world of Chrysalis a lot, purely for this very, very good aspect of the world, I would definitely consider it among some of the most hated worlds in the game, if not the most hated world in the game, by, I feel like, a decent portion of the player base, just because of how long the world actually is. And even I can admit myself that the world tends to drag on in some parts quite a bit. They probably could have, you know, shortened the like total of 250 quests or whatever it is. I actually think it's a little bit more than that, but they could have probably shortened the overall quest amount to get their point across. Anyways, that's why I think people hate it. But why I personally like it, and what I would consider to be one of the best aspects of Chrysalis, would be its storyline. Now, it's kind of funny because I think I've mentioned this in previous videos, but Chrysalis's downfall is like also its saving grace, in my opinion. And what I mean by this is pretty much a lot of people do complain, including myself, about the longevity of the world, of course, and how it kind of becomes redundant in times and how it drags on. However, by this same token, the story is actually kind of given a lot more time to be properly fleshed out. You're properly, you know, given time to be, you know, immersed in the storyline. In Morganth's story, you get to know the characters, you get a lot of time to get to know the characters, you meet a lot of unique people inside the world. You just have a lot of time to do a lot of really, really cool things inside of the world. And I think that the bulk of Chrysalis is actually really, really enjoyable. There are just some parts that drag on quite a bit and can make the whole thing feel a lot worse. However, you know, the best aspect is most definitely, in my opinion, going to be the awesome fleshed out storyline that it has. I'm kind of pissed off that Azteca actually made a spot on this list, because even though it is one of the most hated worlds inside of this game, and even though it is my personal most hated world in this game, the world that I hate the most, there is one simple fact about it that I cannot ignore, one positive aspect about it that I think never fails to amaze me whenever I am in this world. And oh my god, I can't believe I am talking positively about Azteca. Please get me out of here. Anyways, though, back to what I was saying. Yeah, positive aspects about Azteca, right? Anyways, it's the appearance. It is the appearance, alright? The appearance of Azteca, you know, for me, is personally my only thing about this world that I can actually say, like, they hit the mark on. The thing that KI did a really, really good job on. Yes, the appearance, guys. Are you happy? Are you happy that I'm actually complimenting Azteca on something? Jesus Christ, you people make me sick. But yes, I do like the overall theme of the appearance of Azteca. I really like its jungly nature. I really like dinosaurs. I think that the temples are really coolly designed as well. I don't even know if that's a word. And then, of course, you know, the aspect of the sky that is quite literally falling down. It all just makes for a really cool environment to be in. I can say that the appearance of Azteca is literally the only thing that I actually look forward to when one of my characters makes it to this world. But hey, I look forward to it nonetheless, so I have to recognize it as like the best aspect of this very hated world. No matter how much I hate it, the appearance is good, god damn it. But anyways, that is gonna be it for this video, everybody. I really hope you guys did enjoy. A lot of people really did seem to like that certain aspects of worlds that I disliked videos, so hey, I thought I would do another one in a similar format. Anyways though, I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. If you did, you could always leave a like or subscribe to the channel. It would mean the absolute world to me. The support has just been absolutely crazy lately, so thank you. Thank you very much for that. But anyways, that's gonna be it from me, everyone. I will see you all in the next video or stream, whenever that may be, so take care, and peace out, guys.